Hey beauties. So I wanted to go ahead and make this video as promised about the ATI TEAS test on my experience, how I felt about it. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how I felt about the test, like my experience with it, what I think is helpful for you, and the tools that I used to pass it. I did pass the ATI TEAS test with a 67. My school's passing score, I believe, is a 55. I could be wrong and not remembering that right, but I believe it was a 55 in order to pass. I got a 67. Not terrible, but I could have did. I mean, you could do better. I could have did better, but I was grateful for the 67, baby. So yeah. So my experience with it, I don't think it was extremely hard. So if you're like a freak out, oh my gosh, like if you're like one of those types, I gotta study for months. I only had 2 weeks. I don't think it was that I don't think it was that hard, really. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think it was that hard. I do think you need to study, especially if you not good with taking tests, or you've been out of school for a while and you need refreshers. You should really study. I did. I will say that the timing of the test made me nervous. I don't like being rushed or timed on tests, right? So that made me nervous. But I had to get over, that and just focus on the section, the question, and really lock in and ignore the time. So if you're one of those people like me, you just gotta lock in, baby. I did run out of time on my math section. I didn't answer 3 questions, like 3 or 4 questions, and it freaked me out. I thought I failed because I didn't answer the 3 or 4 questions, but it was fine. I passed. So keep that in mind, that time is really crucial, because when you run out of time, you can't go back. You can't go back and answer, like you can't go back to that section. It's done. Let me see. What else can I say about the experience? I mean, mine was virtual. I did mine on my laptop, on my MacBook. I had it at home. Nobody could be around. No materials could be out. It's proctored, so I was being recorded the whole time. I had to stay in the camera. If I moved out of focus of the camera, it would like, what are you doing? So keep that in mind. It's proctored if you do it virtually at home. Yeah. And I didn't get my results immediately. I see people on here saying they got their results immediately. I didn't get mine immediately. I believe because my school had it set up to where it didn't happen immediately. So I had to wait. What else? So yeah, that was basically my experience of the test. Yeah. What I think would be helpful for other people, that some advice that I would give for other nursing students, is to give yourself enough time to study. Yeah, I only had 2 weeks, but if you got more time to study, get more time to study. And if you also care about your score, like the number that you get, you should really study. So that's what I think is helpful for you. Studying. The tools that I use to help me pass in a 2-week time frame is Nurse Hub on TikTok. I really utilize Nurse Hub on TikTok. I joined the live, answered the questions that they did for ATI test reviews. Those lives really helped me, and watching the TikToks really helped me. Downloading ATI TEAS test apps from the App Store. One of them I paid for. That really helped me because it helped me get the idea of what the test questions would be like. I really like that. I think that one was timed too, but it was different. Like, it would tell you how long. I feel like it was telling me how long I was taking, but not a countdown. I could be wrong, could be remembering wrong, but yeah. So download the apps; those are helpful. Nurse Chung on YouTube, she was extremely helpful. She taught the subject. Make sure you understood the subject and test on the subject all in a video, like in videos. So she was extremely helpful. And going through TikTok, watching other reviews of people and their experience and what they did to study was helpful. Those are the tools that I use. I did buy this book off of Amazon, but look how thick this book is, babe. I wasn't about to get through that in 2 weeks. So I kind of wasted $30. But for people to have longer than that and really, want to lock in and get a great score, I'm sure this is helpful. So you can get that off of Amazon for about $30, I believe. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my experience and my tips that I have for y'all. If y'all have any questions, like, any questions that I can answer, I'm definitely going to answer. But if you're nervous about the test, I say breathe. If you believe, pray, and study, baby. Study. My advisor told me that I really need to focus on math, English, and reading. And that's really what I did. Science, I did my best. I did study some science, but I did my best. And I didn't do that well in that subject, but I still passed. So all my fellow nurse students that are about to take the TEAS test, I'm praying for you. You got this. Be calm. Bye.